Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. Another new week, and it seems like this one's gonna be big for video game news. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. I'm here to carry you through on my back. Let's go, everybody, as I take you through the many levels of Nintendo bliss. And we're kicking it off with a great story. But first, make sure to hit that like button if you guys enjoy the show. It does help out a lot. And let me know what you're thinking and how you feel about the stories today in the comments down below. The first one is about my guy. All right, Kirby the Pink Puff. He is so powerful. All right, so powerful that it has been the #1 launch in the UK. Kirby in the Forgotten Land is #1, and it's the biggest ever Kirby launch by a wide margin, making it already the 5th best-selling Kirby game in the UK of all time after just a weekend. Wonderful, because I don't think this game is getting enough buzz. Like, I've seen people say, yeah, it's really good, but Kirby the Forgotten Land is Mario levels of good. And I think Nintendo needs to maybe put more oomph behind it to let people know there's a demo, there's so much creativity, there's so much fun, and this is Mario caliber. It may be Kirby, he may seem simple, he may seem easy, maybe he didn't do it for you in the past, but this is a phenomenal game. I mentioned in my full review all the quirks and fun and uniqueness and awesomeness and controls and mechanics that make this game magical. It is currently my game of the year. That is saying a lot, and it's one of my favorite Switch games. You guys want to see the full video? Definitely check it out for some theme park goodness, but Kirby, come on, man. Doing so well. Can't wait to see the full stats at the end of the month, but right now, already on a very good track. Now, you guys know that PDP gets you on track for Switch controllers at a really good price, but PDP also makes fantastic Switch cases that come in a lot of varieties. All right, you got your nice slim Switch case if you just want to bring the Switch with you. You've got your nice pouch case if you want to take maybe a Switch and a Pro controller and maybe some accessories and games with you. This one's quite nice. And then you also have your lunchbox case. All right, lunchbox is if you want to bring everything with you. The controllers, the dock, the cords, the cables, and maybe even like, I don't know, a whole bunch of controllers or even a second Switch. The best part about this one is that the top pops off and then it becomes that smaller case. So it's like 2-in-1. If you guys are looking for a new Switch case, make sure to click the link in the description down below. I got a special coupon code to get you guys these at a great price. And every time you click, even just clicking, helps support the show and the channel, so I'd super appreciate it if you do so. Kirby doing crazy things, but Pokemon is also poised to have a perfect year. New Gen 9 game already had Legends Arceus. Who knows what else is in store? Maybe some stuff on the Nintendo Switch Online service. Anyways, Amazon launched something very interesting, a Pokemon t-shirt club. All right, this is official Nintendo gear, I guess. For $20 a month, you get a new Pokemon shirt. Now, I'd like to see this come in a little bit lower because I feel like all Pokemon shirts are $20 and the point of a subscription is to save some money and get something random and fun. You're not even gonna need to pick it, so $20 for no pick feels a little bit picky, but anyhow, this is interesting and I just wanted to point it out. The way I see this being really cool is if it's unique Pokemon shirts that you can only get in the t-shirt club from Amazon. Then it would make it pretty darn nifty, but personally, I will be passing because I feel the price point is a bit high. But let me know, would you be interested in picking this up? If Nintendo themselves did like a merch subscription, since so much of their merch is like New York store exclusive, Tokyo store exclusive, Universal Studios Japan exclusive, if they did a box or a pack where I could say like, hey, drop $25 and you get some exclusive merch every month, I'd be all in on that. But Pokemon t-shirt club, I think I'm gonna pass. We've almost passed the torch from March to April as this year just buzzes by. And there are some big games, despite most, I think, writing off April. We've had a huge Q1, January, February, March, packed with games. And yeah, April is a bit slighter, but there still is some really good stuff. And I wanna highlight the 5 best, biggest games to look forward to in April 2022, as well as 2 secret Zach picks, all right? Let me know in the comments down below which game you're most excited for, and if I somehow miss the one you want, oh gosh, let me hear it, all right? First off, it begins on April 5th with LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. We had an exclusive preview go up on the channel. That game is looking absolutely dope. So good. It is the best LEGO we've seen, and they have really pushed that franchise to be a shooter, to be an open world game, to have beautiful graphics, and to have a lot of side quests and depth that you wouldn't typically expect from a Lego game. All right, please trust the bedhead. This game is worth staying in bed and playing on your Switch. Comes out on April 5th, it'll be $60, and it has so much content with 9 movies, 300 characters, and yeah, I'm just really excited to be Grievous. On that very same day, we also get our first PlayStation game on Switch. This is just still so cool to me that MLB The Show 2022, the full version, the crossplay version, the big boys version is coming to Switch. It'll be $60 and it'll bring you not as good of graphics, but hey, it's the same as everyone else is getting. And it's the first time ever and maybe forever that the PlayStation logo is on a Switch system, right? We got the Microsoft Xbox logo with our Oris and games of that sort. And now we got the Sony PlayStation logo with them developing MLB The Show 2022. I think this is one of the nicer third-party gets for Switch. And I'm gonna make a little Magic 8-Ball prediction and say that this is the best third-party year for Switch. I just think there's a lot of stuff that has not been announced yet, both collections from the past and current games that are coming soon. I think it's gonna work out well. Hogwarts Legacy is coming. We're still waiting on Dying Light 2. MLB The Show is gonna be good. If you're a baseball fan, this is an absolute must buy. Surprise time. All right, this one's a bit of an oddball, but I think it's gonna be one of the most awesome games of the first half of the year. 13 Sentinels Aegis Ram drops on Switch on April the 12th, and this is the title that gained tons of cult following and praise last year on the PlayStation systems. All right, it is a visual novel with a very intense, interesting, and engaging storyline, but then it mixes in this top-down tower defense RTS kaiju battling that brings more interaction to the video game novel, making it kind of a hybrid of sorts. The game earned an 85 on Metacritic, which is super strong, and it's got that gorgeous Vanillaware art style, so it's looking all sorts of snazzy. It should run really well on Switch, and if you can deal with a lot of dialogue, I think this one is going to be downright special. And I know a lot of players are pumped to see it hit Switch. It's where I'm going to play it, and I'm eager if I can stand through a whole visual novel because it does have that gameplay portion. Normally I'd pass, and I've never actually beaten or gotten very far in a visual novel type game, but I'm thinking based on all the praise this one has had, and because of that more focused gameplay segment, that it should be something that appeals to me and probably you too. Then we move to April 26th, and a game that is not getting much buzz but definitely deserves to have your brain's attention. Zombie Army 4 Dead War is dropping in for $50, and this is a 1 to 4 player third-person shooter with all sorts of antics, zombies, power-ups, and just arcadey goodness. The shooting feels great. I played through this entire game back on PS4, and I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. This is like the popcorn flick equivalent for a video game, but it's better than Transformers. Maybe not as boisterous as Michael Bay, but a much more solid game, and something that will challenge you, especially if you play solo. That's how I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it, but it's definitely one that is ripe for a multiplayer action if you want to get in with a buddy, and I think it's just a great weekend game. $50 price point. I'd like to see a little lower since it is a game that came out a while back, but it does include the season pass of content for free, so that's going to be 3 additional levels, 4 character packs, 9 new weapons, 5 weapon skins, and 4 character outfits, so you get a whole bunch of extra content to sort of make this like a Game of the Year type edition. And look, Zombie Army 4 ain't going to win any Game of the Year awards, but I think this is a super fun shooter on Switch. And fun is usually more important than good, but luckily here, you can have it both. Definitely check out Zombie Army 4. I don't think anyone's really talking about it, and it's a super great pickup for April. And that, my friends, brings us to the Nintendo first-party title of the month. We were actually supposed to have 2, but Advance Wars Reboot Camp got bumped due to the sad world events. Nintendo has not announced a follow-up release date. Maybe we'll hear about that soon. But for now, on April 29th, you can pick up Nintendo Switch Sports, the surprise sequel to Wii Sports, and it's bringing back a whole bunch of sports with the promise of DLC sports like golf down the line added in. This is going to be a $40 digital download as opposed to the $50 retail version that comes with that leg strap. So if you want the leg strap, $10 extra, but I love this at $40. All right, it's going to get you the classic bowling, the classic tennis, volleyball, badminton, soccer, chambara, and of course free golf coming in the fall. That's 7 sports for $40, and the best part is online play. So you can duke it out in style with your friends. These upgraded characters also, I need them to overtake Mii's. I'm so done with Mii's. I think the simplistic design served its purpose way back when, but now I like these new characters, and I feel like they should become the new avatars for Nintendo, but alas, Nintendo Switch Sports, you know what this is all about, and it's going to be a family party style game, but you can kind of push your skills if you want to partake in the online stuff, and I think $40, rare Nintendo first party that ain't 60. They're doing like a service here by giving us an option for a big April game for under 60. Everybody else charging 70. Nintendo's like, we love you. And I think this is gonna be beloved, and I think it's gonna sell better than people are expecting. I don't know how much I'll play it, but we'll definitely check it out online and see what we can get into at the end of the month. Now, my friends, I have 2 more picks for you that I wanna bring attention to. These are indie picks. There are indie games releasing, of course, every month, and maybe an indie world coming up soon with some sweet surprise drops. But let's also bring our attention to The Last Friend. Protect the dogs. April 7th, this one's $15, got good reviews over on Steam. It's tower defense meets beat 'em up. It's like a side scroller where you're trying to save the doggos. Gotta love it. The art style looks great, and if the gameplay is there, I will be picking this one up. Then we also have Parkasaurus on April 28th, which is a dino simulator. It's not Jurassic Park official, but I've heard that this one's even better. Coming in for $25, you can build your own dino theme park and try to protect all of your favorite Brachiosauruses. So that's what we got for April. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below which you're most eager to pick up. For me, it's Lego Star Wars. I think that game is gonna surprise people. I mean, maybe not as surprising as Kirby, which honestly, instead of any of the April games, you should get Kirby. That's what you should do. Lego Star Wars is a ton of content, but this is the game. This is the game. And this is also the poll. I think this is one of my favorite poll questions of all time, maybe number 1. All right, make sure to check out the community tab each and every evening. That's where I post them. I asked, Nintendo makes you president for a day. What do you do? And I gave you some really important options, and I was surprised by the results. You could release Zelda right now, bugs and all. Breath of the Wild 2, it's out today. Go buy it. Launch a Switch Game Pass service, kind of comparable to Xbox and what we hear Sony is going to do with Spartacus. Greenlight a Wario and Waluigi game, drop a Metroid Prime 4 demo on the eShop, or put GBA on Nintendo Switch Online. A lot of great tough choices, and I was surprised that the big winner was not Zelda. People are like, okay, we'll wait for Zelda, right? They want that quote from Miyamoto. No, it's not actually from Miyamoto, it's a myth. Anyhow, put GBA on Nintendo Switch Online, got 44% of the vote. Then it was launched Switch Game Pass, which I understand, 25% of you want those deals. Phenomenal savings over on Xbox. 14% though, picked Greenlight a Wario and Waluigi game. I'm telling you, get that Alpha Dream style back, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, all the humor and charm, but your Wario and Waluigi. They got all sorts of crazy moves, crazy antics, and they're going to, I don't know, steal Mario's hat, kidnap Peach, or do something nefarious, build out a burger shack and try to poison everyone with fart juice. I don't know what they want to do, but I think we need a game, or better yet, a cooperative platformer like Kirby in the Forgotten Land, Mario 3D World, but it's Wario and Waluigi Land. Yes, Wario Land was a great series that has not been explored in many years, and Waluigi deserves to have his own part of that part. All right, now 11% only picked release Breath of the Wild 2 now. Only 11%. Y'all not that eager for Zelda? I think you just want to wait and have it be the perfect experience. You know they'll do it justice, so we can be patient. 6% said Metroid Prime 4. I think a lot of you just forgot about Metroid Prime 4, or maybe people just don't really care about Metroid Prime 4. It has been a very long time, but you know what? I'll be back in a short time tomorrow with another show. GMM, thank you so much for watching. I hope your weeks are starting off great, and you know what I say. If it's not, you have the power to change it. Deep breath, refresh, look at it from a different perspective. Maybe get outside, smell some fresh air, go for a run, drink a little bit of water. It's refreshing. Hug somebody you love, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. I love you a lot. Thanks again. SwitchForce, out.